concentrate on one thing and, we just get to practice that.
Good. I'm glad that you find that helpful because sometimes I'm like, do I need to go back and re-record them? As you do Tai Chi, you kind of learn and change, and maybe the way you describe or change things, evolve naturally. And I wonder sometimes if I need to go back and redo them. So, any feedback that y'all can give me on that, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm just,
I like it. And I like that you did it with words, like the whole warm up, and then without words. So we don't have to always hear the talking. We can
uh-huh.
just do it.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
good.
The only other thing I would say, even with the individual ones, you might want to do those without words too. Because we have the one with words, but when you get the words and you just want to practice it, I guess we can do the whole video
Yeah.
of it. But it would be helpful too if you did the mini ones with no talking as well.
Just the movement, even if it lasts 30 seconds.
Well, you can do it for about 3 minutes.
Oh, just keep
Do
doing
it,
the same
do it,
one?
yeah, just, so we can get the practice.
Oh, okay. I hadn't thought about that. That's kind of cool. I think I can do that.
Just a, just a thought.
I like that.
Just, yeah,
How are
just
you?
keep doing it so we get the practice.
All right, I will. As long as y'all are interested, I'll do it. As long as I have the interest, absolutely. Um, and if y'all are interested in continuing, this Friday class in the fall, hopefully that will work out. If
Yeah, and I like that you said, sometimes every now and then you were saying that as we get older, God didn't make our bodies to last forever. So
that's
it kind
right.
of wear out. It does. So I was kind of concentrating on the hips and the knees because when you're doing a lot of aerobic type things, sometimes you get a little stiff. I don't know if that's arthritis. I don't know what that is, but the Tai Chi definitely seemed to help me.
Well, good. Well, I tend to blame it on hormones. I'm in the
Maybe.
I'm
I
in the
think it's a
beginning.
combination.
Yeah, probably so. Who knows? I know our bodies get, wore and tore, and I'm
But
struggling.
you said that too on your video. You said our bodies don't last forever. God didn't make us that way, and the wear and the tear or whatever.
It's true. And that's in the basic definition, that's what arthritis is wear and tear on the joints. Um, and we
Yeah,
get inflammation from that wear and tear on the joint.
yeah, yeah. And so Tai Chi is one of the best thing to do for that, huh?
Yes, it's it's probably good for a lot of things, especially mental health of get slowing down and just breathing. Um, and then sometimes when you have a less stress response to life, then the other kind of falls into place. When we're stressed and we're tense, we tend to have more problems and pain because of the tension that we carry with that. And so it's kind of a cycle, isn't it? So that when we can let certain things go, then it helps us get rid of some of that tension and the pain. And struggling right here.
All right, we can warm up, huh?
Yeah, let's do it. Um,
Spotlight camera.
ma'am.
Did you spotlight?
I did. Well, when Miss Nora was talking and it just said Nora real big across the screen, I was like, oh, I know Gwen's fixing to say it, so let me go ahead and do it.
Good morning.
Sadly, Sharita is not going to be with us today. She is in Warner Robins, and she's so sad that she left her Claris in Eastman. So I hate that. I hate that she hadn't been with us this week. I know it's a class that brings her joy, and she always brings joy to our class. So you truly are missed when you aren't here. So I know things come up and life happens, and that's just the way it is. But just still know that you're missed when you're not here. Oh, I'm just letting any tension go that I was carrying in my shoulders and my back. Really making sure I'm breathing. I tend to hold my breath and catch myself holding my breath, which isn't good, but I
I'll
do.
be right back. Somebody's at my door.
Okay. I'm trying to do kind of a reset, and that's kind of what you saw me doing when we first got on camera is I said, well, let me take everything out of my bag and see if there's anything in there that I need to kind of get out. And then let me wipe down everything on the inside because it's plastic on the inside. And my goodness gracious, there was like trees and limbs in the bottom of my bag. What am I carrying around trees and limbs for? It just do you have bags that have like this thing that's like a bottom to
Yeah.
well, whenever
It
I pulled it out and I thought, good gracious, what is all this stuff underneath of it? But it did go through a hurricane, so I guess that's what happened. The hurricane blew limbs and trees into the bottom of my
Mm.
Oh, good gracious. All right, so let's get in our stable stance. We're going to go through our warm-ups. We're going to start working on our repulse the monkey move today. We got up into fist under elbow last Friday, and so we're going to have the fun of those 3 brush knees, 360 degrees. But let's get warmed up starting with our neck. I think I need to turn my music on, even if y'all can't hear it, just to set that tone. And I encourage y'all to do
I wish
that.
we could hear it.
What'd you say?
I wish we could hear it.
I wish you could too. I wish I understood why they why they don't allow us to, oh gosh, oh, there it is. I know it's a copyright thing, but and Zoom is just trying to protect us, but we have permission to play it. So I don't know if there's a button I can push that says thank you, but I have permission or something.
Maybe check with Samantha.
Yeah, I'll ask her. Maybe she's an expert on Zoom because I know Tai Chi, but I don't know technology so much. So we're thinking slow, smooth, and continuous, even in our warm-ups. I've just been going 90-0 this morning, and it's hard to just slow down, but it's exactly what
Slow down.
But just saying those 3 words changes things. Just saying slow, smooth, continuous. And I've started with really focusing on the word gentle. Even though I know we do gentle resistance, I was hung up on resistance. So really keeping in mind the gentle, fluid, relaxed, slow nature of our tempo in Tai Chi. Saying all of those words just makes you go, ah. We can pick up things to do when class is over. I'll tell you what, putting my hair up made a difference too. I had French braided my own hair this morning. I'm not really good at it, but I can do it. And it was like falling out. I think it led me to feel like I was falling. I was proud I could do it on myself. That's kind of difficult. And it didn't look like who done it.
But it was still falling out.
It's because I have these layers in my hair. Ah, this one feels so good, like a massage you give yourself. Trying to keep those circles small. There's our gathering motion. Gathering good and filling your soul up with it. So when you get your CD that's coming to you in the mail, you can play your music while we have class. And apparently we all can be playing our music and nobody will hear it.
You won't hear it if I'm playing it. You hear me talking.
I know, but y'all hear me talking, but you can't hear the music, and it's right beside the computer. I don't know how it filters it out. I don't understand it. Computers are smarter than I am. Stretching that spine, really feeling those muscles. Stretch. Usually get stuck on the neck ones, but I think I'm stuck on this spine one today. That one feels so good. Go side to side. Reminding ourselves to stay within our frame. So it's just a short turn from side to side. Remembering that this is the movement of our waving hands and clouds. Our hands are just a little different, but it's still a torso movement. All right, for our hips, shifting weight to one leg, heel forward, hands back, pause in the middle, and toe back, hands forward. Back with hands floating through the air, and that's another way to help you slow down. Shift to the other side. To center, shifting side to side, hand going in the direction, or hands going in the direction of the weight shift. Our knees. Shift, lift, tap and punch. Think about how strong those leg muscles are to hold my weight on one leg. So warm up that knee joint because everything's connected. Also my hip and my ankle. Now let's step forward. Shift weight, keeping both feet flat on the floor. Body upright. Now our ankles. Heel toe. And big toe, little toe. Give yourself a good shake. Let's go through our part one. I'm going to turn around. Since we do our part two, turn around. Just some good deep breaths. Check your posture. Your weight on both legs. Slight bend in your knees. Letting any tension go. Slow, smooth, continuous, gentle. And here we go. Commence. Open, close. Single whip. Big hands and clouds. Big close. Single whip. Big hands and clouds. Come over here, we'll do our advanced six. Brush knee. Play the loop. Carry punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Or push mountain. Close. Knee. Play the loop. Carry punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Close. Step. Again, no talking. All through part one, remembering that I adjust over here to do our advanced six. And begin. In my own little world with that no talking. It really lends itself to that mental quietness, and why Tai Chi can be just so relaxing. And we know our goal is knowing our moves so well that we can just be in that moment and with the moves. without even really thinking about what the moves are. That's our goal, is to be there. So we don't have to think about it. We're just in the moment with those moves. So now we feel so good about ourselves. Let's dive into part 2, where we're trying to get there with part 2. We're trying to get to learn all of those moves so we can be there and just in the moment with those 2. So reviewing what we've done, we know we've done brush knee, leisurely tie the coat. Well, brush knee, leisurely tie the coat, open, close, step back, single whip, fist under elbow. And now this week we're going to talk about that 360 brushes, which is repulse the monkey. So let's review in motion what we know. And starting with brush knee to the right. Familiar with that move from our part 1 movement, advanced. Now leisurely tie the coat. Step back left, karate chop right, shift, follow step 3 fingers, zip it up. Step right, shift and offer, follow step left. Step back left, shift, that right toe pops up. We bring this pie around. Shift right as I deliver. Follow step left to the front. Open, close. Step back, single whip. Shift right. Step back left. Adjust. Push, turn, and separate. Eyes follow our right hand. Fist under elbow. Shift left. Turn that right, bring the right to your hip, shift right, turn left, step left, shift, follow step right. And our right fist is in the plane of under our left elbow. And our left hand faces the front. All right, let's do that again. Brush knee. Leisurely tie the coat, step back, karate chop, shift, follow step 3 fingers, zip it up, step, shift and offer, follow step, step back, shift, bring it around, shift as I deliver, follow step. Notice my body stayed upright that whole time. I didn't lean. Open, close, step back, single whip. Fist under elbow, shift, turn, shift, turn, step, shift, follow step. So there we are at fist under elbow. Now we practice the pivot on our brush knee when we turn that toe in. So we shift, turn that toe in. So we're kind of pivoting that foot. In our fist under elbow, we pivot right, shift, and then pivot left to get us facing our left wall. Step, shift, follow step. So we should be fairly comfortable with the weight shift and then turning the foot. And so we do that in our repulse the monkey. So we're coming from here at the end of fist under elbow. We know a brush knee, and essentially what we're going to do, and you're the back. So if I'm going that way, that's the back. I'm going to step and brush to the back, follow step. Now I want to go all the way to the front. Well, that's kind of tricky. I just have to shift and pivot my feet to get facing to the front. So I'm going to step back, shift, turn that foot. Excuse me. Turn. I'm just thinking about my feet right now. Forget my hands. Turn my foot, shift, turn my foot, and now step, shift, follow step. So you see how I pivoted my feet to get from facing the back to the front. All right, I'm here. I'm only going this many degrees. I'm going that way. 90 degrees, I guess. All right, so from our fist under elbow, we step out, lay our hands, prepare, and step to the back, brush, follow step. That feels very familiar. It feels a lot like our brush knee. The trick is going all the way back to the front, and that's where we step back, shift, turn, shift, turn, step, shift, follow step. So that's what our feet are doing. Now that's a little bit tricky. So if you have balance issues there and you struggle turning your feet, pivoting your feet, then do some shuffling where you just shift, step, you're just stepping until you get here. If you need to do that for safety's sake. But the way the movement is designed actually is when we follow step, I added in this step back to give us more room. Dr. Lamb doesn't do that if you watch in his videos. He doesn't step back, but I find it necessary to give you more room for safety. And that's fine to modify, and I just go ahead and teach it that way. So turn that foot, shift, turn that foot. Now step, shift, follow step. And then to end the move, we brush knee to the left. Step, shift, follow step. So I just want you to be familiar with what your feet are doing in our Repulse the Monkey before we start adding all the hands to it as well. Because essentially the hands are brush knees. So the hands go from here, and then I brush to the back, and then I brush to the front, and then I brush to the left. So that's what your hands are doing, are brushing from here. You lay, protect the elbow, separate, and brush. You lay, protect the elbow, separate, and brush. And then you lay, protect the elbow, brush. So you're doing 3 of those brush knee movements. But to me, it's the feet that are so tricky because you're going all the way around. So thinking about the end of fist under elbow, we step out, shift, separate, prepare, and step all the way to the back, shift, follow step. Now our goal is to go all the way to the front. We step back to give us some room, shift, turn that left foot, shift left, turn that right foot, step right to the front, shift, follow step, now to the left, step, shift, follow step. Again, you get really far from y'all. So the end of fist under elbow, our feet are here. We've just follow step right, so no weight on that right foot. We step out right, shift, bring that left foot, preparing to step to the back, shift, follow step right. Step back right, shift, turn that left, shift, turn that right, step right, shift, follow step left, now to the left, step left, shift, follow step right. That's our feet of Repulse the Monkey. How is that feeling on your knees?
Okay.
Okay. Well, I
I
find
don't have any
that
problems with the knees.
you're not having problems.
I'm
Okay,
not.
good. I find that doing this movement slow, because when we learn it, we have to kind of slow it down. I find doing it slow tweaks my knees a little bit. They feel like some pressure on my knees. But when we speed it up a little bit, the pressure's not there. So to speed up that, and by speeding up, remember, we're still slow. But we're just not pausing in those awkward places where our feet are turned in, and that puts pressure on those joints. That foot turned in is just a moment as you shift the weight. So a better idea of the pace would be here, fist under elbow. Now here, so you're kind of light on your feet as you go to the front and to the left. So you kind of, this through it is kind of a wave back and forth from weight on this foot to weight on this foot as you turn and shift and step. So there's not those long pauses in an awkward position. That's just my experience in teaching Repulse the Monkey slowly, which you have to do, is that it will hurt and hurt.
Yeah, so we can get the steps.
Ma'am?
Slow so we can get the steps and the shifts, you know?
Yeah. So I just want to give you warning that if you need to take a break to protect your knees, I understand if you feel that. So if y'all aren't, that's great. I just want to give y'all that warning. So here we have the end of fist under elbow. We step out, shift, prepare. We step to the back, shift, follow step. We step back, turn, shift, turn, step, shift, follow step, and to the left. Step, shift, follow step. And it takes practice, so don't be frustrated if it's not easy. You feel a lot of twisting of your feet. But let's talk about what our hands are doing with those feet. I've already told you it's brushes. So we lay our hands, we separate, we brush, we lay our hands, we separate and brush. We lay our hands, we separate and brush. So that's what we're doing 3 times. Here's the end of fist under elbow. When we step out right, that's our first lay our hands. So our right hand goes out, our left hand comes and hovers over that elbow. We shift. When we separate, prepare to step to the back, just like brush knee. Shift left, brush right, follow step right. Now we're going all the way to the front. We step back, lay hands, protect that elbow. Shift, separate, step, push, follow step, step, protect the elbow, separate, shift, follow step. How was that? I love this move. It is so much fun to do because you just feel like you're floating to the back, to the front, to the side. I mean, it's just one of those really nice moments once you get the pieces and parts practice.
Yeah, getting my hands and my legs to move at the same time, that's what's got me right now.
So if you just want to practice actually going from facing that left wall to facing the back wall to facing the front wall to facing that left wall again, and not even worrying about your hands, just taking your body in the directions and feeling good about it with your feet. Here, fist under elbow, step, shift, to the back, shift, follow step, step back, turn, shift, turn, step, follow step, step, shift, follow step. I may have been a little fast. The hands no doubt will slow you down. But nonetheless, step out right, lay hands. Shift, separate, prepare. Step and brush to the back. Follow step. Step back. There we go. To all the way to the front. Brush with that left hand. Follow step. Now we're brushing to the left. Step. Shift. Follow step. I'm doing my hands, but talking mostly about my feet. Here, fist under elbow. Step out. Shift. Separate. Step to the back. Shift. Follow step. Step back. Shift and turn. Shift. Turn. Step. Shift. Follow step. Brush to the left. Step. Shift. Follow step. Let's do it one more time and then we'll add it to our top. Fist under elbow. Repulse the monkey. Step out. Shift. Separate to the back. Brush. Follow step. To the front. Brush. Follow step. To the left. Step. Shift. Follow step. Add it to the top. Brush knee to the right. Oh, we're coming from open and close. Brush knee. Oh, there's that movement. Brush. Leisurely tie the coat. Open, close. Step back, single whip. Fist under elbow. Pulse the monkey. Step out. Brush to the back. And brush to the front. And brush to the left. Just keep getting further and further from you. Here we go. Do it again. Brush knee. Leisurely tie the coat. Open, close. Step back, single whip. Fist under elbow. Pulse the monkey. Step out. Prepare and brush to the back. Step back and go all the way to the front. And brush to the left. Again, brush knee. Leisurely tie the coat. Open, close. Step back, single whip. Fist under elbow. Repulse the monkey. Brush to the back. Come and brush all the way to the front and to the left. So the more you do it, the smoother it gets and the less pressure on your knees because you're kind of floating to the back as you pivot those feet and step and shift weight on that repulse the monkey. Last move in the series, well, other than open and close, we're doing leisurely tie the coat to the left. So we've already learned it to the right. So in theory, it's real easy. It's just the opposite, but that's not how that works. So we just got finished brushing to the left at the end of our repulse the monkey. So we're in the same position as if we just did brush knee. So just like when we do leisurely tie the coat the first time, what do? Step back, karate chop. It's just this time we step back right, karate chop left. Shift, follow step 3 fingers. Zip it up. Step left, shift and offer. Follow step right. Step back right, shift. That left foot pops up. We bring that pie around. Shift left as we deliver it. Follow step right and to the front. Step, shift, step, hand space, open and close. Close it out. So that is our first series of movements. That's on our paper. Brush knee right, tie coat right, open close. Step back single whip left. Fist under elbow left. Repulse the monkey, back front left. Leisurely tie the coat to the left and open and close. Now what do? We go all the way back to the top. We brush knee, butt to the left. Tie coat, left. Open close, step back single whip to the right. Fist under elbow, right. Repulse the monkey, back, front, right. And then leisurely tie the coat, right. Open and close, and we're done. So as of now, we have learned all of our moves of part 2. It's just a matter of finishing it off and doing it the opposite way. So let's push ourselves through it. We know we don't have to be perfect, that we don't get better at it unless we practice and try it. So we push ourselves to be bad at it so that we can get good at it. I think that's a life lesson, isn't it? All right. Yeah. So we just finished tie the coat to the left, even though we just did that for the first time. We're coming to the front for open and close. Now we're ready to do this. Brush knee left. Brush knee. Familiar with that from part 1. Now leisurely tie the coat to the left. Step back right. Karate chop left. Shift. Follow step 3 fingers. Zip it up. Step left. Shift and offer. Follow step right. Step back right. Shift. Bring that pie around. Shift left as I deliver. Follow step right. Now to the front. Step, shift, and step. Hand space. Open and close. Step back, single whip, but this time to the right. So we shift left. Step back right. Push, turn, and separate. Follow our left hand. Fist under elbow. Shift right. Turn left. Shift left. Turn right. Step right. Shift. Follow step left. Repulse the monkey. Step out. Ready? And brush to the back with that left hand. Follow step. Now step back and brush all the way to the front with that right hand. And finish it with a brush to the left. Now leisurely tie the coat. Step back, karate chop, shift. Follow step 3 fingers. Now we're in familiar territory, aren't we? Zip it up. Step, shift and offer. Follow step. Step back, shift. Bring it around. Deliver. Follow step to the front. Open, close. And close it out. That is all of our part 2 movements. So what I find interesting is that here we brush knee to the right in the very beginning. We get over here and brush knee to the left, and then almost immediately we brush knee to the left again. So even though we do 4, not 4 brush knees, 4 leisurely tie the coats, the ones to the right are really far apart, and the ones to the left are real close together. And so having this list gives you something to follow so you don't have to think. So that's our list. Let's do it. Well, let me ask you, is there any part of that you want me to go over? Or do you have a certain question about it? I don't want to just keep going and you go, good God, I don't even know what we're doing here.
when we start next week, yeah, because my feet are still getting twisted up.
Yeah, this feet, the feet stuff in part 2 is serious because of all of those pivots. And we get a little bit of taste of it in part 1 when we do our brush knee. Just by shiv it. I've just made up a whole new word. We shift and pivot. We shiv it. Woo! Okay. Shift, pivot. Shift, separate. You know, we get that experience in part 1 with brush knee, and then we're really throwed it at us in part 2 because yes, we do it in brush knee. Leisurely tie the coat. I mean, we have that turn of our foot. But fist under elbow has that pivot. Definitely repulse the monkey because it's brush knees. It's 3 brush knees in a row. We're just going in different directions. So yeah, getting comfortable with a shift and a pivot and a shift and a step. So practicing brush knee is probably a great thing to practice to be comfortable with your feet in part 2. You're familiar with the movement because of part 1, and then it's everywhere in part 2. Brush knees are monkey.
Are you gonna do many videos of part 2?
I do need to.
Yeah.
Especially now that especially now that we have the interest in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because it is a lot, and it's kind of hard to remember the shift, the pivot, and the hands all together.
I know that there is a video that has the whole part 2 thing. But I don't have individual videos. It's one of those things that's what I intended to do. It just hadn't happened.
Leisure, tie and code, and all these names.
I know. Especially like in leisurely tie the coat, we have so many things that are happening. You know, we karate chop, we zip up a coat, we offer a pie, we come back and deliver that we throw pies in people's faces, you know, opening. We do all kinds of stuff in just that one movement of leisurely tie the coat. So that's something that we'll work towards. You know, sometimes I sign up for too many things, and so I don't have time to do those extra things like make the videos. But now that my bingo size class will come to an end in 2 weeks, then I'll have more time in the office when I can do stuff like that.
Yeah, I think those individual videos on those moves would be good.
And that'll keep us going in the summertime. And so keep you in practice. And then, I mean, y'all know just because it's summer and we don't have class, that doesn't mean y'all can't contact me. That doesn't mean that we can't, you know, come on a Zoom right quick or schedule a time that works for both of us and go over something. So we just don't have scheduled class during the summer, but that doesn't mean that I disappear from your lives. I mean, I'm still here for y'all. All you got to do is let me know what your needs are. So, all right, it's 10 o'clock. Let's give ourselves a good fist massage. We probably need to give our feet a good massage after all that working around. Tell our whole bottom part of our bodies thank you for moving us all around. You know, I definitely use this whole space as I do part 2. We move around a lot and I just love it. All right, gather tension, let it go. Throughout this class, I have felt the tension that I was having at the beginning go away, and I was thankful for that. I noticed it as we were doing that part 2, Repulse the Monkey. I was like, this is fun. I'm glad that we have this opportunity to do this. I mean, y'all are familiar with our Tuesday class. If we brought part 2 into that Tuesday beginner class, they would run. They wouldn't come back.
Yeah.
So it all has its purpose. It all has its time. It's great to just do those basic 6. And we can do basic 6 forever and get the benefits from it. I never get tired of doing basic 6. I love the simplicity of it. I love my familiarity to it. I don't have to think so much when I'm doing basic 6. And this, I like the challenge. All right, so we have our right fist representing our strength, our left fingers together, our friendship, which I'm so grateful for, our thumb in, our humility, and in mutual respect, we say namaste.
Oh, namaste.
Y'all have a great weekend. I hope y'all are able to enjoy the weather without the pollen attacking your whole life.
I've had to wash my porch 2 days ago, and I'll be washing it again soon.
Oh, I know. As soon as it starts getting warm, we're like, oh, yay, we get to experience life outside. And then we go outside and we die of yellow. Anyway, I hope y'all stay well, and then I'll see y'all on Tuesday, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Love y'all.
Great weekend.
You too.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.